Good morning. I'm Malkia, and thank you so much for joining me today for a 30-minute yoga session. It's so important to take time to honor your body, to invite stillness, and to set an intention at the top of the day. And invite stillness because, as we know, once we go out into the world and start our day, there's just a lot then that we're navigating through and trying to find balance with. So thank you so much for joining me today. So what I'd like to do this morning is to take it a little easy. I woke up feeling a little under the weather, and so when I find those moments, you don't not move. I know I used a double negative, but you find a way to still invite movement into the body and to still find a way to just give space and time for stillness. So that's what we're going to do today. All right, so we're going to come to our knees. And if this is uncomfortable for you, feel free to sit in a cross-legged position or with your legs out. From here, let's begin to slow down our breathing. I invite you to breathe in and out through your nose. Close the eyes for me. Relax your eyeballs. Relax that crease in the middle of your eyebrows. Let your tongue hang in your mouth with your lips closed, jaw open. Inhale, both arms up, reaching overhead. And exhale, both arms down. Inhale, both arms up. Fingertips may touch. Exhale, both arms down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, your right hand comes down to the floor. Opening up the chest for me, slightly twisting towards the sky, keeping both hips down. Inhale for me, stretching a little further. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, other side. Reaching those fingertips to the other side. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale. I'm going to ask you to curl your toes under. I'm going to ask you to spread out your toes. So I like to start with my pinky toes, spreading that out just so all toes are hitting the mat. Giving our arches a nice little stretch here, sitting on our heels. If this is too intense for you, feel free to come up or even bring your hands down to the mat. If this is okay for you, let's sit here. It's an intense stretch. It certainly is. It's great to give some attention to our feet. Allow our feet to waken up and to stretch out as well. A few more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Ooh, shake that out. Wiggle those toes a little bit for me. All right. From here, I'm going to turn back towards you, staying on our knees. Let's bring the arms up, palms together, elbows together, if that's available for you today. Inhaling, arms open up to a cactus pose, opening the chest. Exhale, bringing those arms back together. Inhale, opening the chest, drawing those shoulder blades in the back together. Exhale, close. One more. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. Now let's bring the arms right out in front of us, and let's do that same motion with the arms straight out. Inhale. I like to have a slight bend in my elbows, lifting the gaze just a bit, inviting love into your heart. Exhale, hug yourself. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, close. Inhale, last one. Exhale, and release. From here, I'm going to stand on my knees here. We're going to take our left foot out, and the outer edge of the foot is parallel to the sure edge of your mat. Inhale, both arms up for me. Exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, both arms up. Left arm comes down to meet the left leg. Side stretch. We're moving our hips towards the front, not sinking into the pose. Opening up that chest. You should feel it all along the side here. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, I'm going to bring my right hand down to the mat, and my left hand reaches over to the right side. Reaching those fingertips and pushing those hips forward. And from here, sitting down and coming over to our left foot. Let's make this a flow. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, coming to that foot. Inhale, go back as far as you need, what's available to you today. Exhale, you can bring that right hand to meet if you wish. And one more. Inhale, opening up. And exhale. So I am sitting on my right heel, that's okay. And release. Let's come back up and do the other side. Right foot comes out to the side. Outer edge of the foot is parallel to the sure edge of the mat. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, both arms down. Inhale, both arms up. Right hand comes down to the right leg, reaching over. You should feel it right along here, moving that left hip towards the front, opening up the chest, shoulders not up, but down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, left arm comes to your mat, palm flat on the floor, reaching those right fingertips all the way over to your left. You should feel a nice stretch here. Inhale. Exhale, let's do that flow again, coming over to the right foot. And take your time. You're going to feel all those little kinks in there. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. And release. Oh, that wakes me up so much. I love it. Feels like I'm dancing. All right, from here, sitting in a cross-legged position, hands on the knees. So we've warmed up our sides a little bit. Let's go a little bit further to the back with our lower back and our hips. Inhaling, coming towards the right knee, down through the middle, and then pushing against that right knee over to the left side, and rounding the back, just doing some body circles here. Feel free to engage or to give some attention to that neck as well. So if you want to do a few half neck rolls in there, that's great. I find that sometimes fluid motion, slow fluid motion, and let's reverse just helps you to be in tune with your body and to see what parts of your body need some attention versus static, isolated movements. Sometimes you miss the in-between areas. And I'm reversing, coming back through the center, inhaling, rounding the back, rolling the shoulders down. All right. From here, inhaling both arms up. Exhale, both arms down. Inhale, right arm up. We're going to crawl those fingertips down our back, right elbows behind the head. And if this is too much for you, feel free to bring that arm, that elbow out to the side. I know we have different levels of flexibility. Left hand, palm is not against your back. And we're crawling those fingers up against the back. So right palm on the back, left palm outside. And maybe one day connecting those fingertips or interlacing the fingers. And release to the other side. Left arm reaches up. Inhale. Exhale, left fingertips crawl down the back. Right hand, palm facing out. Those fingers crawling up the back. Opening up this chest, opening up those shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, release. Awesome. From here, I'm sitting, hands are behind me, a nice comfortable position, and my feet are about hip width distance apart. From here, we're going to do a few windshield wipers, going to each side. Now, while I'm doing these windshield wipers, and we're just going at our own tempo, I'm lifting the top hip just a bit to engage those hip flexors. So you may want to stop in one area. It's like, oh, that feels good. Let's stay here a little bit. A few more. Great, and release. Sitting up, nice and tall. We're gonna come down on our backs all the way to the mat. Slowly coming down. Great, from here, legs flat. Let's bring our right leg up. Let's bend the leg. If this is more comfortable for you, I'm not quite warmed up in my hamstrings, so this feels a little better for me, for bending my knee. While we're here, we're gonna sink that right femur into the hip crease, letting it be heavy. All right, if you want, you can interlace those hands behind the right leg and begin to engage that right foot a little bit. So I like to start to extend and then release, just to wake it up a little bit. And then hold here. And again, this is okay too. You're still working. You can relax that foot. Let's point and flex. Let's circle that ankle in one direction and then the other. And release. Ah, nice. From here, again, if you want to have your foot flat on your mat, that's fine. I'm going to put my foot flat on the mat, my left foot. I'm going to take my two right peace fingers, interlace it around my big toe. Inhaling, bringing that knee towards the direction of my right armpit. And exhaling, bringing it over just a bit more and bringing that knee in the direction of the floor. You don't need to get that knee down there, but just opening up that hip a little bit. Inhale, release. Let's straighten out that left leg. And we're going to open up that right knee. Tree pose. That right foot. Maybe those toes are touching your left knees. And let's inhale, both arms up. Inviting both hips to relax into the floor. Allowing the right knee to relax. It doesn't need to touch the floor if that's not available to you. No need to engage those buttocks to try and force that pose. Just let it be. Inhale, release. Let's do a few more of those windshield wipers. Now, lying down. One side and then the other. Remember lifting that hip up just a little bit to engage my hip flexors, to feel that stretch right there. And release. Let's do the other side. Right leg comes down and we lift our left leg. Again, that left femur is coming down. We're inviting it to come down into that left hip socket, letting it be nice and heavy. This is a bit much for some of us already, and that's fine. Inhaling, lifting the hands, interlacing the fingers, and begin to straighten out that left leg and release. Let's just play with where are we at today? May be able to go a little bit further. And each side is different. And let's hold. Flexing the foot, pointing the foot. Let's do some ankle rolls here. And the other way. And release. Taking 2 fingers from your left hand, locking in your big toe on your left foot. Let's do that half happy baby. Opening up that hip area. If you're ever feeling any pinching, sharp pains, you're going too far. My left side is a lot different than my right. So I keep my right foot bent here just to give me more back support. Inhale, exhale, release. Straighten out that right leg for me, opening up that left knee, toes coming to the right knee, inviting that hip to open. Inhaling, both arms overhead. Again, relaxing into this pose. No need to squeeze or force your way into it. Inhale, exhale, release. From here, I'm putting my arms in a cactus position. You can have your arms all the way out or here. Knees coming up to a 90-degree angle. I'm going to scoot my hips over to my left side just a little bit, keeping my upper body where it is. So I'm at a slight angle. From here, inhaling and dropping my knees over to the right side. Making sure we're keeping our left shoulder down on our mat. Keep your gaze up or over to your left side. Inhaling, release. Let's do the other side, scooting our hips a little to the right. Inhaling, knees up, and exhaling over to the left side. Keeping the right shoulders down on your mat. Relax those fingertips. Uncurl those toes. Inhaling back to center and release. Let's hug our knees. Bringing our head up, maybe trying to kiss your knees. Mwah, mwah. And you can relax your head down. And let's rock back and forth. It's a great way to massage that lower back. So you can even just pedal those knees. One side feels better than the other or needs more tension. From here, opening the knees, taking those two peace fingers from both hands, grabbing those big toes. Knees are bent, and you can come in and lock those toes from the inside or the outside of the feet. It's up to you. Grab onto the outer edge of the feet, grab onto the ankles. Wherever you are today is fine. Inhale, lifting the feet just a tad. Exhaling, opening happy baby pose. You can rock a little bit here. Play with extending one leg and then the other. Maybe both. Should be a happy pose. So make sure you're not hurting yourself. And stillness. Inhale, exhale, release. Feet are flat on your mat. From here, let's have our feet about hip width distance apart, walking those feet close to your bottom. Hands down at your side. Neck is nice and relaxed. From here, let's do bridge pose. Inhale, lifting the hips up, pressing your hands into the mat. Opening up that heart. Making sure your knees are staying parallel, not splaying out to the sides. Lifting Exhale, rolling the back down, one vertebrae at a time. Release. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling, lifting up. Feel free to bring those shoulder blades together, interlacing the fingers. Pinky fingers towards your mat, pressing down into your mat, using that as leverage to get those hips up. Lifting up. Inhale, exhale, release those hands first. Rolling down, taking our time. Just rest here just a moment. Bringing those knees in towards the chest. Give those knees a nice hug. Lifting the head again, trying to kiss those knees. Mwah, mwah. And release. Feel free to give another rock to that lower back. From here, we're going to rock a little, start to rock a little bit. So give me about 4 or 5 rocks. Coming all the way up to a seated position. One more. And hold. If you can, lift those feet up off the floor. If your feet have come down, just lift them up a little bit for me. Flattening out the back, lifting the chest. Let's go back, roll back. 2 more. And hold, feet up off the floor, lifting the chest. And release. Inhaling both arms up and forward fold. Rolling up. Exhale. Awesome. I'm going to turn towards you. Let's bring the soles of our feet together. Interlacing our hands around the feet, or having our hands at the ankles, or holding our feet as if we're opening a book. We've worked on our hips a lot today, so hopefully our hips are a little bit more open. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Again, not forcing this pose, allowing some space in those hips as you breathe in, allowing the hips to relax, the knees to relax, letting gravity do its course. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let's close the knees. Let's do those windshield wipers one more time. One side, and then the other. Great. Let's come here, preparing for our resting position, Savasana. Sitting up nice and tall, rolling all the way down. Extending the legs, reaching the arms over the head. Give me one final stretch here. Reaching, someone's pulling you on both ends. And release. Feet are hip width apart, toes fanning out, palms facing up. Let's just stay here for a few moments. So I invite you to stay here in this resting position. But I'm going to come up so we can close out the class. Turning over to the right side in that fetal position, pressing up my left hand, coming to a seated position, eyes closed, hands together, thumbs at the sternum. Thank you so much for taking time today and spending 30 minutes with me to honor your body and to invite stillness and the flow of love and peace in your heart and in your body. Take this stillness, this energy, this flow with you throughout your day. And I'll see you next time. Namaste.